Good old Hereford base. This is my rework for it. This map has been through a lot, from being a really good casual map to what it is now. First of all, there's more cover here. I'm gonna have to go decently through the outside before we start on the inside, just to explain everything. There's more cover along here, and this silo is here to block off some spawn peaks. Added these little boxes. As you can see, there's no longer a balcony here for them to jump out on. The walls have moved around slightly here. The wall's now fully covered here, and you can do a vault up to look onto the main barricade doorway. The spawns are pretty much the same. There's a decent amount of exterior changes. This wall's higher. There's a vault here that I'll get into later. The entire balcony is gone here, except for this little bit here. There's a new little walkway here with a ladder. I changed up the cover around here a bit. There's signs to block entry points. This little vault up is gone. This whole area has been drastically changed. There's just been some more cover. Some of these have been pushed up higher. This has been pushed out a lot, and we'll get to that area in a little bit. And yeah. We're just gonna go through probably main entrance. And then we're gonna go down to basement and then go from there. This wall's new. Oh, also, there's a new window right here. The whole point of this was to make this map more competitive and actually enjoyable to play on. The hatch right here is gone. There is now a wall blockway here. One of these doors was here, but I think I know I got rid of one and like added one. TV room. I wanted to make every room playable. This room is now more of entry point for people to get in and move around the flow. Add some new cover because of the new angles. This whole entire room, piano, I've changed out the look of it. All the bomb sites are the same, like where the bombs are, but they're much different. This is now a doorway and no longer a window. As you can see, piano here. If we come over here, this is one of the new, I think this is dining room. Changed up the layout. You can still vault this window. You can destroy the hatch if you don't want them to come this way, or you can leave the hatch closed for more rotation. This room is made smaller, and I removed the drone hole so it's easier to reinforce, and I added these little cubby things. This is the new kitchen. Hatch is still there. Moved out around the cover so it's more clean. You have more options. This is now a wall, so you can hold down, put a castle here, extend out. The soft wall's the same. I pushed this wall far. This doorway used to be over there. There used to be a soft wall here. This is pushed in more, so you can do a better castle strat and it's easier to defend. Well, it's also, I made this map way easier to enter as an attacker. It is way more attacker sided than before. This is not an open doorway, so you can't reinforce it or anything. This is blocked off, so you can't get shot from the stairs. I cleaned up the cover in this room a bit to make it more open. Now let's go to basement before I go to any of the higher floors. We come around here. This area is the least changed. I blocked this up so you can't hide in Harry Potter. Soft wall's the same. I removed a soft wall here. This is the same. Hatch is the same. I added, no, those barrels are the same. I added this for some awkward angles. This tunnel has made a lot more attacker sided now. I've opened it up and added this little cubby you can hide behind when pushing. I've also just made it so you can't get shot from here, and it's way easier to get down, and it's pushed out a bit, so it's easier to attack, and you can actually push in now because of this here. Now if we go on into here, I forget the name of the room, but this cover is made a little bit taller and it no longer blocks here. You can go around it. Got the whiskey barrel still. This has been moved slightly. The door here has been moved slightly. The door right here has been removed, so you don't have that awkward one way, like the two doors looking onto each other. But before that, we should go into the room that's over here. Cleaned it up a bit, made this closer to the wall, got rid of this door, the soft wall here. It's easier to play behind this cover, but it's also like less annoying angles to look through. The door is now right here instead of being over there with this little blocker. There's a new outside door here. This room is no longer sectioned off and it is now part of the bigger hallway or the main area. This is the block a staircase angle. The hatch is still here. None of the hatches have moved, either gone rid of or stayed. This is made here. I moved around the cover so it's easier to play around if you're pushing. There's longer angles. There's a bunch of new plays you can do, and even as an attacker or a defender, you can play here, but it's risky to play here as a defender where it's a lot easier to play as an attacker. Gives the attackers much more advantage there. This room's the same. If we come out here, this hallway has been made a lot cleaner, it's a lot less visual clutter. The ladder here is no longer covered, so when you're pushing down here, you can just go, come down here quicker. And lastly, we'll get to the single door that is new. That's down over here. If you break on through this is the new little blue barrel storage, which leads out into the barn here. This isn't, you can't barricade this. This is just a come in here. You can slowly push up. Or you can go this way. It just gives the attackers a little bit more flexibility, and also this is extended out more. Have all this new playable area for the attackers and the defenders. Should overall make attacking easier and make it more comfortable to play in. Now let's go on to the second floor. As we can see here, this door is the same. This door used to be over here. Now it's here. This little hallway is blocked up now where the electrical box is. This room is the exact same, but instead of being on the balcony, it's a lot easier to push here now. This is repellable. Here's the little walkway, which we'll get more into now. The ladder's here. You can't rappel into the roof here because of the barbed wire, but you can rappel like skyscraper, but you just can't go all the way up. Yeah, but you can just quickly push in here, attack. Or, if you want to get over to this other balcony, you can go around this way. Now you can attack this door. This window is the same. These are no longer vaultable from this side, but if you're an attacker, you can go up on here, stand up here, get a little head angle, and open this breach if you want to. Or you can push this doorway. The cover in this room has changed. I moved around some stuff, so it's easier to, like, it's harder to just jump in this room, but it's easier to move around in. This is now a hard wall. The hatch is gone. The soft wall stays, this soft wall stays, and this is now a doorway because we cut off the middle, so it's now like a two pathway system. So this wall is still important. That door is moved here, but we'll get into that in a little bit. If we come in through here, the room is basically exactly the same, except this door cabinet is moved, and this has been extended a little bit so you can play behind here if they try to go for a plant. The only thing changed in this room is the toilet has moved slightly and some clutter has been decluttered. We come out onto this balcony where the staircase used to be. To go up there is gone. This is extended out more so you can play around here. This is blocking spawn peaks unless you come all the way down here, which is, you'll be spotted for a decent bit. But as you can see, it's a lot harder to push out here. As we come back up, this area is the same. This area just has quality of life because the door used to be here, now it's here. The quality of life is that these are now blocked up so you can actually use them as cover. This hatch is gone, so you no longer have to worry about that. You can reinforce this wall or that wall, which could get a nasty angle. You can either break that, have a rotate here. It's a lot more choices and a lot cleaner to move around and attack. This room is pretty much the same. I think this is sewing room, should be. I just cleaned up some of the extraneous details so it's easier to play around here. You can still vault out this window, but you no longer have the balcony to make safe spawn peaks, as you can see. And that's much for the second floor. The third floor is very different now. Alright, first of all, this is now one big L-shaped hallway, and both of the jump downs that would be here that you can vault or see the stairs are now gone, so it's harder for defenders to shoot the attackers coming up the stairs. You can still throw stuff if you're precise, over the top, but it just makes it way harder for them to watch the staircases, plus no one really likes staircase gunfights. If we come into tractor storage, the cover has been made way harder to hide behind. There's still new cover and changed cover, but the whole point was to make this like way better for the attackers. You can still come out this window, you can get long angles, but you still can't see into that corner, so that does still give the defenders a safe area. This room has its windows removed from back here because you didn't need them. This room has no windows actually, but there's this, for ammo storage, there's a lot less hiding spots, but it makes it easier for the attackers. There's this little plant spot here, and you have to use your reinforcements wisely. There's a lot of barricades up at the top, so you can't throw C4s and stuff. Some of them have them, but you have to be precise. There's a new soft wall here, a new doorway, which we'll get into now. This soft wall right here leads to the outside. A little tire here. There's some cover. There's a little window here, which looks out here, but I raised up all the stuff, so it's way harder to spawn peek. Hatch is still the same there. There's a double door here, which we'll get onto the new balcony. There's cover here. Soft wall. Come down here. This is the other window. This is pillar. Think of it like Oregon's pillar with this soft wall here. This is an area that used to have a window and stuff, but I just wanted to cut down how much playable space is in the attic. So this is now a little secret storage area that's no longer accessible with a single door here. If we come out onto the new balcony, I'll show you how it works. You can see. Seems interesting. Added some spawn peek protection. You can't vault over this, so you cannot get dropped on that doorway that leads to the bathroom. This covers here for when you rappel in, and the double door is here to basically make this way. This area is more open, easier to enter, but there's way more angles for you to watch. You can get shot from when pushing. This doorway is harder to get through, but it's a lot safer once you're in here. This is a double reinforcement wall if we break it. This can get you some pretty nasty cutoff angles, so unless you're going to play Mira here or something, you might want to just reinforce it. But it can also be watched from that window, so you need to be careful. Also, the camera's moved, but we'll switch to defense when we show all the cameras. Now, now if I show you the rappels, I switch around, you can hold some angles on here, or there, or even rappel on this, but we're not talking about that right now. You can get some good angles. You can't go here from here because it's the old rappel system. If we come up here, you can't rappel in on this side, but you have a little head angle. Think of it like canal, where you can watch the doorways. This one's just like for better angles, more coverage, but you can't enter. But you can come up here and then just jump down like this if you want to, or rappel on that side there. So this area is made a lot easier for the attackers to attack, and add some counterplay. You can reinforce this single wall or break it, depending on your strategy as a defender or attacker. This window's here to cut off people playing back here. And yeah, we just come down here. You can also notice how much more spacious everything is, and it should be a lot easier to play in. And it just looks kind of nice. I like what I've done with it. You can let me know your thoughts and stuff, because this is far from perfect, but I feel that this improves the map a lot. Now if we go to defense, I will show you the new camera locations. Just gonna take a minute, as all good things do. We will go, let's say here. I don't know, let's just play Castle, because he's the one I test everything with.
Protect the bombs.
So we have the attic camera right here that looks up in the attic. We have this room hallway. I would call this locker hall. You can look at these some places. This is the garage camera. This is the basement camera. Outside cameras are the same, but you can argue there's more visibility now. one thing I forgot to mention is this staircase always had this fat meaty bit in the middle which cut off certain angles. I have now added that to this staircase from all the way from the top floor to the bottom floor, as you can see. Now I'll just do a quick fly around, show everybody everything, what it looks like. I'll also show you the little secret room that's right here, the inside of it. These are one-way walls, so just ignore that, but I think it's this window that used to be open. One of these windows was open originally. But that's a little secret room. This hallway is like that. This hallway is cut off like this too. In the basement, I was gonna originally make this wider, like go all the way down here and have like another door, but it just felt like pointless. Not pointless, but it felt way too attacker sided and wasn't really necessary. And yeah, this is what I have done to Hereford base, and let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you guys enjoyed.